Hey guys, what is up? It's Dusty here and welcome back to another crypto video. And guys, if you are a holder of XRP Vechain or Cardano ADA, make sure that you press that like button and subscribe to the channel because that's exactly what we're going to be talking about today. And oh boy, is this going to be an exciting episode. I really think you got to watch this one all the way through because we have some groundbreaking crypto news. All right, first of all, SEC Gary Gensler appoints lead counsel of XRP lawsuit as enforcement counsel. Jorge Terrero is notably the man in charge of the SEC litigation against Ripple and co-defendants Brad Garlinghouse and Chris Larson. Now, apparently this individual just got himself a nice little promotion, and of course the entire XRP community is not really having it because they've not been doing a good job, they've not been doing the right thing, yet they're getting promoted, right? I, of course, was a little bit shocked when I saw this because I can't really comprehend exactly what it would go through like this. But again, long story short, is one of the lead lawyers against Ripple in this lawsuit just got himself a nice little promotion over at the SEC, which I think is rather interesting. I think it's let's not actually make too many of my own words foul. Let's just put it exactly the way in which it stands. And we'll leave a lot of these speculatory pieces up for when we talk to John Deaton, hopefully one of these days. And we're going to definitely bring this point up of how can this be the case and what exactly made him stand out or them stand out. Because I believe he can get up to 4 promotions in his little time he can make. And he chose one of these guys. Very, very peculiar. There's more of a story as to where he came from, whatnot. But I just thought this was already interesting enough just on its own. I'm like, what in the world is going on here? What? However, guys, we on the channel have also been talking quite significantly about TVL, total value locked in the DeFi protocols, right? And we've actually talked about Algorand in that sense. We've been talking about Luna doing really amazing. One of the things which I have not really covered is Vechain. Why? Because they're not really a DeFi type of crypto, right? It really doesn't make too much sense to cover it. Well, do I have an update for you guys today? As Vechain just had a very crazy announcement. Look at this. VFam, we've got something special brewing. Something that will allow us to take Vechain Tor to the next level in multiple ways. More details coming soon. We can already see VUSD. VUSD. Unleash the power of DeFi on VThor. I am crazy excited about this. Not exactly sure how they're going to do this in the sense of promotion efforts or what, but I'm crazy excited about this, guys. Sustainability, versatility, and scalability for Vechain? Really? Really? Digital No Assets also says, yes, it's about time. Much need to advance DEXs and DeFi on the Vechain Tor. It is the truth, though, because we've been lacking on the Vechain forefront for a little bit, as of course they're trying to kill it on supply chain, but damn. Vechain Foundation announces new stablecoin. Could it create fresh demand for VET? I believe so. Vechain Foundation has started 2022 with a potential major announcement. Via their official Twitter, the organization hinted at a possible release of a new native stablecoin called VUSD. The foundation little details on this project. Okay, this article is not perfect on this new product, but announced its followers that it will be something special, something that will allow us to take Vechain Tor to the next level in multiple ways. The stablecoin VUSD will be a tool to unleash DeFi onto the Vechain ecosystem. The digital asset, according to official post, was designed following core principles of this ecosystem: sustainability, versatility, and scalability. And the blockchain Vechain Tor seem to have been preparing for this new era of DeFi for a while. As NewsBTC reported 3 months ago, this network was upgraded after a community vote approved the implementation of POA, which again is Vechain's native proof of authority 2.0. And that was actually designed to support a new wave of blockchain mass adoption. According to the Vechain Foundation, the update was supposed to mitigate any trade-offs on the consensus layer for the blockchain Vechain Tor. At the time, the organization said the Vechain research and development team have been working on a massive upgrade of the Vechain Tor blockchain called Service, standing for a secure, use case adaptive, relatively fork-free approach of chain extension. In that sense, VUSD could become one of the first products to leverage the power of this blockchain post the update. Now, Vechain's own stablecoin, potential benefits and concerns. I'm not really sure what the concerns could be in in this little sense. I think it's actually a kind of only good approach, depending, of course, on how they back it, how they're going to go through. But right now, we don't really have much info on that. And so all we can say is this is a really good step into the right direction. Vechain community celebrated the announcement. Recently, a user called Effort Capital proposed the possibility for the foundation to create an algorithmic stablecoin such as Luna with Vechain Thor energy as collateral, which also could be a really amazing idea, thus creating a burning mechanism similar to the one introduced in Terra with the Columbus 5 upgrade. This mechanism supports a constant demand for the underlying asset and contributes with its appreciation, which once more, guys, is why we are so excited about Luna, in the sense that constant burning and just constant increase of value. This idea saw interest from Sunny Liu, the CEO at Vechain. Via Twitter, he asked the community for a tokenomics design for the potential token. However, not everyone in the community agrees with the stablecoin as the one announced by the foundation. Some believe VUSD could change the dynamics in the ecosystem and replace VTHO, the utility used to power transactions on the blockchain, which of course I can understand as well. Others straight out said that the foundation and the blockchain has failed to fulfill their core products. The network has been implemented in supply chains and other corporate sectors, but it has rarely focused on developing a DeFi ecosystem. This approach seems to be changing, as mentioned, with the new upgrades and DeFi-related products and stablecoins. Despite the detractors, most users seem to have taken the announcement as bullish, and I'm on that same line as well. Why did the price not react? Right now, we're in a little bit of an uncertain time for crypto as a whole, so I'm not really too surprised the price isn't reacting too crazily. Now, guys, before I move on, again, I want to quickly announce once more that I am not being paid to talk about Kasta, but I've covered every single token that launches on the Bybit Launchpad, and every single one of them did well. I showed you guys that before over on my channel. So right now, I'm telling you all again, check it out for yourself, all right? Don't come at this channel a little bit later after about a day and a half saying, oh, but you didn't tell us, or how do I buy now? No, I'm telling you right now up front, check out Kasta, look for whatever way you can buy it, because there's a very high probability this coin will do good. Not financial advice, no guarantee, but a very high probability. All right? Check it out for yourself. If you're in a place that it's not allowed to buy at, not sure what you can do, I think the easiest way is to go through like a DEX or so if that is allowed in your area. Not even sure how that works. But of course, Bybit is just the easiest method, as you can also get yourself a $4,100 bonus. So check it out down below. All right, and then we got to move over really quickly into the next on the list, which is Cardano, as they've also been having themselves quite some juicy amount of news, and I'm pretty excited about them. You guys know about that for a little while. Cardano improvement proposals might strengthen ADA 2022 fundamentals. What happened? What happened? Well, look at this. The CEO, Charles Hoskinson, recently mentioned the Cardano improvement proposals. A set of community-governed network enhancements slated to go live in 2022. Nearly 22 proposals have been drafted, including a human-readable information of or for assets issued on Cardano and a native web wallet for interacting with the DeFi protocol. So quite a lot is on the pipeline. And I told you guys, we need this for Cardano. We need, in the next epoch, as I said back then, to get some ideas going again, get some sort of state for Cardano for right now and for future. And right now they provided that. It gives people some excitement and something to look forward to. Dubbed CIP14, the user-facing asset fingerprint aims to come up with human-readable information for assets. Cardano Mariera supports for native assets, which are uniquely identified by the policy ID and asset name, because assets are managed in a variety of user-facing features on desktop and hardware applications. Cardano believes it is necessary to create a shorter and human-readable asset identifier that users would know and refer to when discussing assets. Dubbed CIP30, Cardano DApp Wallet Web Bridge aims to create a web page-based communications bridge, allowing web pages, for example DApps, to interface with Cardano wallets. There are various asset, or I guess use cases for this, such as NFT management, which could be pretty cool. Another one is the number 7, or Curve Pledge Benefit, aims to modify the current reward calculation equation with the opportunity to increase incentives for pool operators. So all in all, just really good stuff. And we actually talked about the majority of this over in our last video on the channel, where we talked about Cardano right here. Was not really too successful in views, but guys, I think the channel will really do a lot better, that I'm trying to focus more so on quality rather than just getting videos out to you guys with all the news in a random fashion. I'm trying to make these videos as informative as humanly possible and really straight to the point without that much blabbering onto the side. So if you guys appreciate that, once more guys, make sure you press that like button, as that's ultimately what's going to help the channel out the most. However, we covered a good portion of this, the part which I found most interesting, where he basically cracked down Ethereum and was talking about how crypto can be a dangerous place for people that are looking for the quick gains, so to speak. However, among these Cardano improvement protocols to be implemented in June, e.g. read-only UTXO, he also spoke on the design considerations that went into building Cardano, which we talked about in that video. Earlier reported about a dozen Cardano projects earmarked for launch in 2022. So 2022 could be rather interesting for Cardano here. Rather interesting. And here we have another one. Cardano became the most developed crypto on GitHub in 2021, but I think they've actually been that way year after year after year. Apparently, Kusama is also really on par, doing really amazing. And I guess you might even call them out to be number one, as is on Kusama and a Polkadot. You know, we have the Canary and the main. From that perspective, if you look at it, it might actually be higher than that of Cardano. Then again, it's hard to measure because obviously anything you do on Kusama eventually has to go to Polkadot. It's just a lot of this testing and uselessness. So it just depends on how you view it. But according to data compiled by CryptoRank and Santiment, Cardano was one of the most developed crypto projects on GitHub with over 140,000 events, which is really, really crazy. A lot of developer activity. Developers obviously go for Cardano because they're advanced in a lot of technological pieces. And of course, since they're peer-reviewed, there's less chance of you messing up drastically. And also right now, in comparison to Ethereum, you have kind of a first mover advantage. You know, the first DEX get a lot of popularity. First to do this gets a lot of popularity, and so forth and so on. So a lot of these guys are trying to get to Cardano as quickly as possible. Also, guys, if you're not doing it yet, make sure you follow me over on Instagram. I'm a freaking meme king. Right? I've shown you guys a couple of times before over on my Twitter that I'm really good at making memes, but again, I also share a lot of these things over on my Twitter, and I recommend you guys to, or Instagram, I recommend you guys to check them out, right? A lot of fun ones, not all made by me, but, you know, usually if it's a picture, I made it. Looking at this one. Me sleeping, knowing I hold a fat bag of crypto, you know? Sleep well because of that. And then I wake up and realize it's not the truth. All right, having said that, make sure you press the like button if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys again in another crypto video later today.